I'm passing for some tunnels. My internet is not really good. So if I'm cutting, I will ask Angie or Mindy or both that take this call, okay, just in case. But I send you the points that I would like to talk to you today. But let's go to do a very quick round, what you feel like saying. And let's go to start with the meeting so we can finish as quick as we can, okay? So, well, the first one that I saw was Mindy. Mindy, what do you feel like saying?
I feel like saying that I'm happy to be on the call with you guys and see you. I haven't seen you, and it feels like a month at least. And it's really good to be here with you and to support as much as I can. That's what I feel like saying. And Sandra, what do you feel like saying?
Thank you, Mindy. What I feel like saying is, Mindy and Ana Paula, you made it. Woo-hoo! And this is what I feel like saying. And Gustavo, what do you feel like saying?
What I feel like saying is, congratulations, ladies, you made it. That's amazing. Well done. And let's have a nice call. I'm super happy today. We have the first review here in Brazil for SLM, and it was amazing. So I'm extremely happy here today. And that's what I feel like saying. Ana Paula, what do you feel like saying?
Hello, my friends. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. What I feel like saying is that I am rushed today because I walked the 10 kilometers on the sun. I'm still on vacation, getting back to Brazil next week. And I'm very happy for the climb we made, me, Mindy, and a lot of friends. And I'm ready to get back and start all my duties again. Thank you. That's what I feel like saying. Let me see who is there. Angie, what do you feel like saying?
Thank you, Ana Paula. What I feel like saying is congratulations, Mindy and Ana Paula. Celebrate. And then Gustavo, congratulations as well for doing your first SLM preview. And also, I may get off on the video because I'm also driving to do a program, a setup for a program to have set up. So Mindy, you'll have to take over in case Claudia gets cut off, because I'll be on the road very shortly in 10 minutes. And looking forward to the call, looking forward to hear all your wins as well, and that's what I feel like saying. Who else has gone? Claudia? What do you feel like saying?
Simona.
Simona, what do you feel like saying?
Sandro and Simona.
So thank you, Angie. And I feel like saying congratulations to the two ladies who summited Kilimanjaro. And I think that the only person on this call who I haven't seen on the summit is Angie.
Yay, next year. Next year.
So I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. So
pressure brief to Angie.
Yeah. And so so I'm glad to be back, and yeah, that's what I feel like saying. So Claudia, what do you feel like saying?
Thank you, Simona. So what I feel like saying, I'm very happy to see you guys. Once again, Mindy and Ana Paula, very well done to climb Kilimanjaro. It was amazing journey. And Gustavo, for your great presentation. I know that Simona is also, and Sandra will have a presentation for the balloon game, so power wish to them. And tomorrow Simona needs to do a video for something that she's doing, so power wish. And Angie, thank you very much to be my sensei, to be my super teammate and everything, so thank you very much. And Mindy as well, thank you so much for all your support with everything that we are doing, so thank you guys. I really, without this team we will not make it, so thank you so much for being on the call. Hopefully Bimal will join us soon, And if no, well, it's a recording, Thaddeus and Daniel. Hopefully that you see this video too, and wish you all the best. So thank you, guys. And well, I sent you 5 points that I would like to talk to you today. And the first point is I would like to know very quick if you tell me how is everybody with the updates with your team that they put the information on the portal. So I would like to know that very quick. I don't know who would like to start, maybe Sandro and Simona.
We are completely stuck.
Stuck.
You're completely what?
I wouldn't say stuck. Why do you say stuck? I don't feel like being stuck, Sandro.
Well, we didn't ask information to anybody, Simona, in the last
Well, we asked, we didn't check if they put, I mean, we cannot check if they put it. It has been asked. So we will go, we'll have a call on Wednesday and we will get the feedback. So, yeah, we have been, anyway, doing very well on the calls, I think. And the last call, I think, was really good. We just didn't ask the feedback if they did put all the information. So that's what we might do the next time on Wednesday.
Okay, thank you. And remember, just we sent, or Mindy sent you the link. Yes, Mindy, right? You and Ana Paula sent the spreadsheet. So if you can start to put who has been attending what, so maybe you can start to give rewards to the people that has been doing things, will be awesome. And maybe just to have in your mind which person is doing next step. For example, maybe for some of them will be MFP, or maybe for another one will be UPDP. So just take this on mind. So you encourage them like, hey, what is the next time? Are you doing UPDP in Vietnam? Are you doing UPDP next week, next year in Arizona? Just to encourage them and give them like a little bit of push to make the next step, okay? So if you can do that, because this will be important for you. Once again, it's not your responsibility, of course, that they put the information in the portal, but encourage them that they do it, and just have a note that who is doing what, so you can encourage them a little bit more, okay? So thank you for that. And Gustavo and Ana, I know, yeah?
Can I stop a minute? Are we talking about the spreadsheet that the team leaders have to update what task or something that the participants have attended? Is that what we're talking about, or what are we talking about?
Yes. Well,
spreadsheet?
in the both in the spreadsheet also Mindy and Ana Paula, they did separate for courses and for participation on the certification and all of that. So remember that we talk that maybe you can ask someone in the group that be the leader for that project. So it's not necessary, Simona or Sandro, that you collect that information. Maybe you can ask someone in the team that help you to collect information and also start to put the rewards that they need. Remember, you don't need to do this task. You can delegate to someone to do the task.
Yeah, so that's why I want to
posted. Yeah, Mindy posted on the chat. Mindy posted in the chat the document, so you can have the link. You copy that, and you can access to the link. So yes, so don't feel that you need to do another thing on the top. If you can just delegate this task to someone, and maybe you can give this task every month to someone else, or maybe you can give for 6 months or 3 months and pass to another one, so they can help you to get this information from the other people. Okay? Yep.
Yeah, that's why I want to say, I was thinking that instead of just postponing to doing, like how when they are on the call, assign someone and have that somebody to just do it right there and then while you are doing the call. Kind of a little housekeeping.
Yeah, and Simone and Sandro, if you want to do it right now, straight away there and say, hey guys, for the first time, Simone and I, we will do this. We will do it with you. So the next person who want to be leading will do the same. So let's go to start, guys. How many of you have been doing TTT? And you just put mark 222. How many of you have been doing MFP? Okay, great. How many of you have been doing this, that? Okay. How many of you have been participating in the last call of certification? Great. Okay. Why we are saying that? Because we will start to giving rewards. And the rewards, and you just talk about a little bit of the program of the rewards. And you say, hey guys, at the end of your certification from now on, Blair will recognize you with an extra regard, something like that, okay? And you can talk about what is the program, okay? So, and you just say, okay, we did that now in the call, but the next person, we will just ask him or her to do this task for us and have just follow everybody to see how many of you have been doing the videos, how many of you have been participating in certification call, and you will give us this information to us every month. And then you just delegate that, okay? If it's okay, it's clear, is any questions? Simona, yes.
So what I didn't understand, Claudia, is you are asking also to track if they are in the certification call?
Yes, if they are in the certification call and if they are participating. You know that you did the leadership for a week, like accountability leadership. If they do that, they will have a reward for doing that. Okay, because what happened is nobody is participating with Karen on the certification, so Karen is asking us help that more people participate. So this is the only way that we can help, giving them a rewards from doing that. And involving them in the calls and to be on the calls and all of that. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, so I think the easy way is if you have the next call with them, you just explain them. Well, let's go to vote first. If anybody has any question or it's okay for all of you, the rewarding, the reward programs. Is any change, is anything? I pass to Tadios. Tadios say no, and nobody has been doing any comments. So for me, I think this means that everybody is agreed and everybody is okay with the rewards program, like the same call that we had last time. So this is the last call. I don't know if someone would like to change, modify, add something else. Today is the day to say it. Otherwise, if everybody is okay, I just want your thumbs up or your hand up to saying it's okay, and then just move on and start to put everybody on that. Okay, so yes, everybody? Yeah, okay. Simona? Yeah, okay. Gustavo and Ana Paula?
I have a comment.
I have a comment.
Okay. Comment.
Yes,
okay.
Please.
Yes.
I just, do you go first, Sandro, or I go first?
It's up to you. I mean, I'll go.
Yeah, go first.
It's maybe a little voice that I have. And this comes from a previous experience that Simone and myself had in multi-level marketing for quite a few years. And there were a lot of rewards. And I don't think, my gut feeling is that it's maybe a little bit too complicated for the newcomers especially. I'm not worried about people that are in certification for a long period of time, but probably for newcomers, I think we should be quite aware and explaining them the program so not to scare them. Because basically also the onboarding program is a mandatory program. Nobody is obliged to do that. So I'm thinking of somebody new coming into the certification track and then, thinking that for example, I'm a newcomer and I know I have to take lot of courses, and I have the opportunity on being on the onboarding program. And then immediately they show me that I have to do a lot of things here, and everybody will be rewarded, and there will be a lot of competition. And I don't know, maybe it's a little voice again, but this is my, because this was our experience with network marketing. And a lot of people left both the companies where we were working because they were a little bit overwhelmed and scared. They were not expecting that. So this is my comment, basically. I don't have a solution to this, but that's my comment.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks, Sandro.
I just wanted to add to what he was saying, because I was a little bit coming from the same place, in the sense that it feels to me a lot of controlling what they're doing, so and this is the impression I got from where, we said, if you're not coming, we will take you off the list, what it was 2 or 3 times ago. And I had the feeling that some people just feel they are like in school at the end. This is a little bit my feeling. So because I think it has to come more from being motivated in going through a program, through a process. And I just wonder because if I start controlling, are they coming, are they present, it feels to me that they're going to feel obliged in having to do that. And I understand, if I remember correctly, the onboarding wasn't meant to be such a, and some people have been saying a little bit that it's a bit overwhelming and it's a bit, yeah. So we are trying to bring them on by the motivation more than, so coming from the inside, not because I will give you something. I don't know if, so that's a little bit, because the new people get a little bit scared by what's on, and then maybe have not yet cleared the motivation behind. They're still looking for the purpose and all these kind of things.
Okay, thank you, Sandro, and thank you, Simona, for your concerns. And well, firstly, yes, this is one of the things that we need to tell everyone. First, the onboarding is a free program, is not mandatory. If they want to be a better leaders, if they want to be a better trainers, more they rehearsal and more things they do and more they involve, they will become better and better and better, okay? And the only way to do it is to participate, is to do things. This is one of the things that we need to do. And like, well, in this case, maybe Ana Paula and Mindy and the people that is receiving the new ones needs to be very clear to motivate. That sounds more like a motivational more than a punishment or things to do, okay? So, because in reality, the onboarding is to practice. Is nobody is telling you, you are doing bad or you are terrible. No, it's if you do it, great. If you don't do it, great. If you want to have a rewards because people love rewards, great. If you don't want to have any, don't worry, don't have any, I mean, this is really the reality. And this is what we need to tell people, feel free. We are doing regards, but this one is free. I mean, we are giving at the end when you certify. Blair will mention all the regards that you get. Maybe you will have a t-shirt with the colors. You will get different colors, but this is for fun. So this is, I mean, more you participate, more you do things, more better you will be. And that's it, right? So but needs to sound like a fun, needs to, not like a pressure, or not like you say, not like a multi-level thing or things like that, because it's not like that, and we are not that. This is what I feel. I don't know if Angie, Mindy, and Anna that create the program, or Gustavo. Yes, feel free. Angie and then Gustavo.
Okay. On that reward program, is it mandatory that we're saying it's not mandatory? So basically we have a list of tasks that they have to complete, correct? And for that they get so many points. That's my understanding, right? So it's everything which is on the onboarding. We're not asking them to do one more thing. Is that correct? Like, do they have to attend the monthly certification call? Is that part of it?
I mean, they need to participate, yes, but if
Okay,
they don't, we are not
is it
pushing
on this
anybody.
document, Claudia?
Is what, Angie?
Is it in this document? Is it in that spreadsheet that it is mandatory they attend certification level 1 calls every
Yes.
month? Okay,
Yes.
take it out, please. Can you please remove it? I will find a different way how to help motivate them to do that, because this is not part of the onboarding. Remember, we have to keep to the subject there, which is the onboarding. It's tasked within the onboarding, because now, like Simona and Sandra are saying, we're telling them they have to do it. Keep it to the onboarding. I understand that we want them to get more participation in level 1 call. If I have to do something else, I will create something else, but let's not mix it with onboarding, please. So I'm going to go and I'm going to review that list again on, I like feedback from you guys to see what is it that you think makes more sense instead of they have to do it on that list. Do you remember on the list of tasks, what it is that they have to do? It's everything within the onboarding document, correct?
It's everything in BSTA.
Yes.
Everything in BSTA.
Yeah, not just onboarding. It has to do with everything that they need to, that they're supposed to do throughout the whole process of certification. And it's not, they don't have to do anything. I'm sorry that I'm bursting in, but when we created, the concept was that people don't have to do anything, and we don't even have to share with them what is on the list. The idea was just to reward people who are showing up more often. Not as a, this is the list of things that you need to do, just to be able to acknowledge them when they are showing up more. So if they are coming to certification calls, and if they are coming to the onboarding, and if they are doing the accountability that's on the Facebook group, it's not, they don't have to do anything. They don't even have to show up to onboarding. It's not mandatory. But for those people who show up, let's say 75% of the time, they get a special thank you from it could be from the team leaders, it can be a special mention from Blair, and it included also things that are in certification. If you've done 50% of the programs, you're in, or if you read the books, we have to read like 4 or 5 books throughout certification. It's just a mechanism for us to be able to acknowledge them, that they're moving forward in the program. And if we acknowledge people who are doing it, then that'll encourage people who aren't doing it to be more proactive. That was the concept when we built it.
I see. Okay. I understand. I understand. Yeah. So that's why that call is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but nothing is mandatory. It's more like if they want to participate, great. And like Mindy says, and this is what we need to pass on. That is not like a pushing them. It's like, if you want to do it, great.
All right, so then leave everything in. So now I understand it's more for BSA, it's not just for the onboarding, because I thought it was only meant for the onboarding task. Okay, then we leave the call in it. That's understandable. Okay, so am I hearing, based on what Simona and Sandra are saying, that people may feel that they have to do it? Is that what your concern is? That we tell them they have to do it to earn the rewards? Simona, Sandra?
Well, that's my concern. So the way we deliver this concept, it's very, very, very important to me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So then the way how we deliver this concept is not that they have to do it. We can make it a competition, right? It's not that you're going to get when you do A, B, and C. We make it like a game. If we create it as a game, say, hey, listen, to just encourage you guys and to really make it like fun. Because I mean, after all, learning doesn't have to be just that we have to do things. Let's make it fun, like a game. Like in certain programs, we play games. So it's the same, like to maybe have the little competition. If we create that context instead of they have to do it, then it's voluntary. Who wants to play the game, they play the game. That's how I look at it. What do you think?
Gustavo, okay, talk.
May I share one thing with you guys? When I entered the onboarding, The team here in Brazil, they were doing kind of like doing the flip charts and everything else, and it was good. But it comes to a point that it was like stuck. They didn't have anything to do else. Like, and I realized that they were stalling. Like, you know, when the play go like on like autopilot mode, so they didn't know what to do. They were doing calls, like strange calls with no subject. Then the call started like people not to come. And then I talked to Blair once, and Blair told me, yeah, Gustavo, people need to learn how to sell. So I started to do a call with the guys, and then Paula have been in the calls with us, and I've been doing a huge review of the sales explosion in the selling cycle. So I've been talking to them, and I give them things like, okay, guys, this homework now, you need to tell me how you're going to find new clients for your company. So next time, okay, how are you going to approach and contact these guys? Okay, how many of you approached them? So we are creating like games. We are talking about these. We are talking about handling objections. So I've been doing this with them, and it's working a lot. I've been receiving much more people coming back for the onboarding, because now it has more like a meaning. Of course, when we have to do the flip charts, it's a meaning. We need to practice, but I realized that the onboarding can be more than that, can be more than just practice the flip charts. We can do a lot of things with these guys. We are doing book studying. I'm asking them to pair and post on the Facebook Brazil. Okay, talk with your accountability partner. How are you going to make to find more clients? And you're going to do a Zoom call, record, and post it there so other people can see. And this is working a lot here. It's working a lot. People are loving. Next week, we're going to have Ana Paula and Max talking. Max is going to come and talk about like how to build a company, how to create a company, because we have a lot of bureaucracy here in Brazil and people don't understand that. But these people, they want to be trainers, so they need to know how to create this company. So we are doing a lot of things with them, and they are loving it. The onboarding became much more fun now. Like they wish, like everybody's like, yeah, we have the call. Yeah, it's great, amazing. Let's talk. And another thing that I've been doing with them, I've been doing a 90-minute call, not a 60-minute call, because then we have enough time, because the team is huge in Brazil. So it takes 20 minutes just to say what I feel like saying. And it's good because then we have enough time to talk and do everything with them and prepare for the next call. So this test that I'm doing with them, it's working a lot. And I think it's paying off. And Paula is here in the call. I think she can say people are really enjoying. I'm calling with people that they are not coming. Like, do you remember Alex, Claudia? The guy that lose a lot of weight. Do you remember him? He was not coming for the calls anymore. This week he showed up for the call. So I'm calling them. So I think it's more like, for me, it's the first time that I know that it's not mandatory. I thought it was mandatory. I thought it was mandatory, but I always say to them, but I agree with Sandro and Simona, and it's let's make fun. Let's make something that it's enjoyable and they learn, and we can review the content because they expect something from us. So I think we can do a lot of things with the onboarding. Onboarding can become something huge because it's the connection with the academy. If not, they only have one call a month. And I don't know you guys, I didn't have that in my time when I did it. So in the beginning, I didn't have it. So then Claudia started doing with the new team in Brazil. It became nice. And then now we have all over the world. So I think we can do a lot of things for the onboarding. A lot of things other than just try the flip charts. And Claudia and Sandro and Simona, and it's for us, it's an exercise. We can practice what are we going to teach in SLM. So what I'm doing is I'm practicing with them.
Thank you, Gustavo. This is exactly what I will say to you guys. I mean, we create the onboarding just for an idea, but what I have been passing to you is the onboarding is yours more than ours. So I give you a guideline just to say, okay, you need to do this, but it's you, it's your team, it's your people. You can be created as much as possible. And as I talk with Tadios and Pau and so on, this is for you, number one, to develop your skills as a leader. But number two as well is to, like Gustavo says, use the team also to rehearse yourself, to rehearse the triangle, to build rapport. You can rehearse that. You can rehearse handling objections. You can rehearse present exercise. You can rehearse many, many, many things in there. So use it for experiment as well, for something that and also you can add your own stuff sometimes, I mean, use this because this is your community. This is I know that from Sandra and Simona, you don't have too many Italians on there, but we will build that. But at the end, what we want to do is like the Indian team, that is all India, Brazilian team, that is all Brazilian, because this is the people that will build BST and your community. They will be your team in a future, okay? So, but it's okay. I know that you are having like a mix of Europe, but it's okay. And in the future, you will have just maybe talents, but little by little. And maybe you are different, but take the advantage to have people in different countries. So, yes, Iman.
Yeah, that's not the point we were making, Claudia. We are okay in working with Europe. I've been in London now. I've been seeing people from the STA. I try to build up the team even by being myself live there with them. We met up and everything. So that's not the problem for me. It's not because they're not Italian. The only thing was about the qualification. I was just saying it's not about the shirt or whatever. I think people want to know more so that they can apply. And I have a person now, he's making up his own program on Saturday, and he asked help to me. So I've been helping him through the messages and, and encouraging him on doing the handling objections. So it's very clear for us. We have been doing also the handling. So it's more about the way. So we are showing up for them, and that's great. We are doing things that they can bring home and use. It's more about not having it becoming from something coming from the outside, because I don't think that's what they want at the end.
Okay. I have a solution. Sorry to interrupt. For that reward program, let the leaders fill it up and let's see. Let's test it. We have all these criteria, so let's start filling it up as leaders and not have someone else to do it. Like we said, have one of the team members do it. Let's test it and fill in and see. We will see a pattern, because that will tell us. It's like, oh, that's what the people really like to do. Because like you're saying, if we don't want to force them to do something, which we should not, and then I think that's the way how we will do it. And the reason I was asking whether it was for onboarding or not is, yes, the bigger idea is to get them in certification, but we move them in little steps. So the number one step is always, like Blair was teaching us, right? What's in it for me? So they really want to learn something that they can apply. So if it is something within the onboarding that they can apply, so be it. So that's the first thing that is of great value to them. This is the way how I'm seeing it. So what do you think, guys, that we test it and then we see what shows up and what doesn't show up? In this way, we know that itself is giving us some data as to what the community needs and wants. What do you think?
Yeah, good.
Cool. Yeah, good.
Yeah. And yes, and just, guys, have fun with them. Okay, that for you enjoy it as well. Like Gustavo enjoyed the calls with them, and Paula enjoyed the calls with them. Even Mindy with the new ones, she enjoyed the calls. So I want that you also, Sandra and Simona, you
Claudia, we are enjoying the calls. We are having a lot of fun. So that's not the problem, okay?
That's not the problem.
Okay.
We are loving
enjoy
it.
that.
And
we are loving it. We are supporting them. That's not the point.
Okay. So then So don't make it like they need to do things. It's just living like it is, and just doing like you will give rewards for the people that is doing things. Okay. So good. Yeah.
Yes.
And for example, I love the ideas. Yeah. And I love, for example, the idea that Sandro says that you put everybody to do the test of the sales dogs and all of that. So this is great. And now Gustavo give an idea of how to do handling objections or how to do the cycle things. So this is for the codes. This is to share who is doing what. And then you can say, I can take that idea. Oh, I can do that. Or I can take that idea and create my own idea. You know, that's why is to share. It's nothing mandatory. It's nothing that you need to follow rules, the steps in there. It's more like you are the leaders of your own groups. Okay, guys? So nothing is mandatory. Nothing. Okay? Good. Okay, so everybody in the same page now. Yes? So now do you think, Sandro and Simona, that just now is more clear, and if it's not mandatory and everything will be better for the team? Yeah? Good. Okay. So anybody has any questions about the rewards? Anything to modify? Nothing? All good? Okay. So then point number 1 done. So then it's just to check who is doing what and start to rewarding them. So, and let them know that maybe you will have a surprise for people that have been doing things, or whatever you want to manage in order that doesn't sound that is like something that we are giving them like something special. Just make it like a game or whatever you want to manage, okay? The third thing that I want to talk to you is about, Ana Paula.
In Brazil, I have to follow up the spreadsheet because we just finished the spreadsheet model 10 days before our travel, and I was checking with Angie if everyone had the access to the portal, and I already asked them to check, to fill up. So when I get back, I will start to track, and I will ask Angie next week to do a search in the portal system, so she can tell me who already accessed, who has entered the information, so I can track directly to the people that didn't do the follow-up in the portal.
Yep, that's a great plan. We'll do that.
Thank
I think Claudia's frozen. Yeah, I think Claudia's frozen. Okay, so let's see if we can go on. So that's the rewards program. I think we're finished with that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. My understanding is we're finished with it. It's not mandatory, and we're going to do what we can with it at this point.
We're going to test it. Team leaders are going to test it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing is the recordings, putting the recordings on the Excel doc. The recordings of the videos of the onboarding. Gustavo, you're making a face because you didn't do it?
I didn't do it, sorry. I'm waiting for my personal friend, the STA, to come back so we can do these, Ana Paula.
Okay. You're excused.
My
excuse. No, I need to do that. I need to.
What's the issue with it, Gustavo? I know that you need to do it, and you know you need to do it. Is there an issue with it?
No.
No, just a matter of doing it. So, so why don't you give us hold you accountable in some way? When are you going to do it? How are you going to do it?
Is it okay? I will do until next Wednesday.
Until next.
Sorry, I had I still have a preview on Saturday, a huge one. Wednesday I can do it.
Bravo. Well, good luck on Saturday, and until next Wednesday, you're gonna put your stuff on the recordings on Excel.
Yeah, I have all the links. I just need to copy and paste this.
Okay, great. Thank you for allowing us to hold you accountable to that, Gustavo. And the guys that are not on the call, I'm just going to shout out to you also. Please make sure that you get all the recordings up on the Excel spreadsheet, and that way we can get them into the portal, you know, so people can look at them, because people, they want to be part of the onboarding, and sometimes they really can't make it for legitimate reasons. So we want to give them the opportunity to do so. Sandro.
Yeah, we are at a good point. 13 of the 19 videos are already uploaded on the portal, and I'm communicating directly with Rachel. So the next 6 will be uploaded very soon.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Give it up for Sandra and Simona.
Minnie, I usually what I do, I send to the group the link. I haven't put in the spreadsheet, but every call I send to the group. That's what I said. It's everything on WhatsApp, so they have access to all the calls. They can see all the calls that we had. But yes, I'm gonna put in the link so we can put in the portal. But they do have access to all the calls that I did with them.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I mean,
yeah.
I guess
I can show you how I do it.
All the groups.
Is it okay? I can share my screen. Just 1 second. I can share. Usually, what I do is, let me go. Oh, here it was here. Certification here. Usually, when we do a call, I do like this. I send a message to them like welcome, hello guys, how are you? First of all, the call was amazing. Thank you for being there. Here is the replay of the call, and I give them some reminds like next call will be with Ana Paula on the 27th. Next call is on the 27th. Remember to work with your accountability partner. I put the time of our next call. Usually I put the picture.
Nice.
That's how I do it.
Nice.
After every call, I send them, like, I just finish the call, I upload to the YouTube, and then I send to them. I do it this like every time. I close, upload, send the link, and I do a quick review. So we agree to do this. Our next call is on this day. This time it will be with me or it will be with Ana Paula. We're gonna talk about this subject. So, and this is the link you can access, you can view, so everybody can watch the record. So
I think that's a great idea. So anyone else, team leaders who want to adopt that, feel free to do it. It's a good way to keep in touch with the people, summarize what's going on, and make sure that the people who couldn't show up have quick and easy access to the recording. I think that's great, Gustavo. Good idea.
And I send the same link. Thank you, Mindy. And I send the same link before the call. Usually, like 3 days before, I send, hey guys. No, I do not say the reply, but I send a new text, but saying, hey guys, on Saturday we're gonna have our call. We're gonna talk about this. Like, I'm gonna be the leader. It's gonna be this time. Like in the day, I say, hey guys, welcome today. In 1 hour, we're gonna have our call. And then 30 minutes before, usually I do 2 or 3 warnings, 1 3 days before and 2 in the same day. And then I can have most of the guys on the call. I send them a small warning, like this is a friendly warning. In 30 minutes, we're going to start our call.
Yeah.
This is the Zoom link.
That's a great idea. I'm going to guess that also encourages more people to show up.
Yeah, people sometimes they say, "Oh, I totally forgot. Thank you for sending that." So I know they need to be accountable. They need to be like to come to the calls, but sometimes they just forget. It's Saturday morning, so yeah. I just send them an information. And another thing, I created a list, the WhatsApp list. You know, guys, because you can have the group or you can have the list. So I have a list. So every warning I send to the group, but I also send to the list. So it goes like one by one.
How do you do that?
You can create in the WhatsApp, you can press like create a group or create a list. And you put everybody you want in that list. So you send just one time.
So it's a list you get one time, it sends just to that person. You send to everybody one time, but it looks like an individual message.
Yeah, it goes individual. Yeah.
You create a broadcast.
Nice.
Yeah, broadcast. Yeah, broadcast. So I didn't know the name in English. The name in Portuguese is list. So yeah, but it's a broadcast. So I send the warning in the group and I send the individual. So they receive every time. They receive the recording, they receive the review, the replay, and everything else.
Excellent. I think those are good strategies, Gustavo. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, Claudia, you want to continue? Josh is frozen again. Isn't that funny?
No, my dear, you continue.
Okay. So now we have to add the recording to the link to the online Excel document. Now talk about, okay, the goal setting program. Okay, does everybody know, is everyone on the same page that the goal setting program is going to be like the coaching program, another tool that people can start to sell, start to produce? Okay, good. So now Claudia, I know, I had a call with her yesterday, and Karen, or the day before. I know that Claudia is working on all the documentation. She's taken things together. Who needs to smile? She's taken things together. She's put things together so that there can be enough material in the portal for people to know how to train. There is a training guide that she's working on to make it more user-friendly, to make it clearer. One of the things that came up, and when she was reviewing it, that she shared with us, was that what the guide that is in the portal today, it is sitting in level 2. It's not even in level 1. And the guide is much longer than what Blair has been doing over the last few years. Asks a lot more questions. So one of the things that Claudia is doing is she's making like a 2 version. This is the simple version. These are the questions that you ask to set up the context for the goal setting. And then you can do the more advanced version that asks a lot more questions than what we've been doing the last couple of years. It's an older document. Great questions, really great questions. But what we wanted to do, what Claudia wanted to do, is make there a simple access so that the people don't have to learn too much at one time, that they can do a half-day program, or they can go on and do a full-day program. So I know that she is working on it. I'm not so sure that she's going to have it done before she goes away, which is just now. She's going on her bike trip. But she is working on it, and it's getting up. And I think that we can start putting seating in the groups. Let them know that we want to give them more, that Blair, BSTA wants to give them more opportunity to start making money, to start training on Blair's programs without going into full-blown training, that they're going to have access to it. So let's get them excited about it, especially now that, I don't know, in all the groups, now we've just gone through the goal-setting process. Blair is doing on this month, on this call, it's going to be goal-setting process, and the groups. I think we did in Europe the goal-setting very recently, didn't we? So now that it's like fresh in their minds, I think that we can let them know what's going on, what's being planned, and ask them, would you be interested in doing this, to get them excited about it. Claudia.
Thank you, Mindy. Yes, I don't know if you mentioned it. I just want to share with you again, but if you mention it, sorry, is that Blair, he wants that people start to make money. So the concern is to make money. So that's why Blair is saying, okay, let's go to give this program goal setting that is very easy. They can do it with anyone. They can have 20 people, 10 people, go to corporates, start to doing this program. This is very easy, very simple. Everybody can teach this. It's not a big science. And then that's why we are doing that, okay? So, and then, yes, Mindy mentioned, I'm doing these videos like how to teach the goal setting. That is really very easy. They will need to take, or they will need to listen the Blair Singer and Mac Newton audio, or they have the second option that they can do the goal setting with me. If they do in the goal setting with me, I do it normally in 3 sessions. So once they do this, the goal setting, and they know it, so then they can start to teaching, and we will do like the same type of Karen did with the LVMP. They will watch the videos, and then they will rehearsal, and then I was talking with Angie, and then they will present to you guys. They will present to the group, and everybody on the group, they can post it in the Facebook group, and everybody can comment, make feedback, and they will need to post it 3 times until you say, okay, you are ready to go, you are okay with the goal setting, and then they are ready to go. Also, if you want me or some of us, level 2, to watch these people, to check it out, we can do that as well. I have been reviewing the videos as well that sometimes I do with the Brazil, or sometimes I go to see the Facebook group in India and I do comments with them and I do feedback. I can do this as well, okay? But the idea is that they learn, they have the guide, they do it, the rehearsal, and then if they are ready, they can start to teach, okay? Yep. So I don't know if you have any question about with the goal setting.
Yes, Sandra.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I know the question will come up. Are we going to suggest a selling price for the goal setting?
So Angie, would you like to talk about the goal, the pricing, please?
You know what? No one has brought up the pricing. Normally, it's based on, from what I understanding, it was $100. That's what they had to charge per person, depending whether they were doing the short version or the long version, you see. So what are you teaching them, the short version or the long version? Mindy, is she teaching the long or the short version?
I think that her basic premise was to do the short version and give them an option to do the longer version. But I have a question.
So that really matters.
Why are we going to dictate to anybody what price to take?
No, I'm not saying that we have to dictate.
You're breaking up.
If the question comes up, and it will come up, what are we going to say? Just to make it clear.
Okay, they really, I just will say this, guys, they really can sell it to any price, okay? The only thing is they just need to pay a fee to Blair, because of course Blair needs to pay Mac and for royalties and all of that. So they need to pay how much, Angie? I think it's $195, and they can use it for 3 months, okay? And they can do it as much as they can, and after 3 months they will start to pay every time they do it, or they will start to pay a fee, depends if they have the amount of people they have, okay? But for the first 3 months, I think they can use it as much as they can, and they can sell it $20, $50, as much as they can. I mean, they put the price, they need to pay Blair the fee, okay? And we will put this on the portal as well, how much it is. But Angie, can you talk how much they need to pay? I think it's $195. What is the price? Remember?
That's what I thought. Let's confirm that, and we'll let the group know.
Okay, we will let you know because we're still working with that. But I think it was something like that, like $195 for 3 months, and they can use it as much as they can. And then once they has the 3 months, they need to pay a monthly fee. And depends what is the amount of people they have, they need to pay something else, okay? But I will let you know this. I just let you know that we will start to do this goal setting, and we will start to promote it. So it's something else that people can use to start to do money, okay? So did we answer a little bit your question, Sandra? Yep, okay. Any other question about the goal setting, guys? Any other concerns? No? Okay. So yes, as soon as we finish with the videos and as soon as we have everything on place, we will let you know what will be the process. If they maybe need to do like go to the portal, maybe sign in. Once they sign in, they need to do the rehearsal of the videos. they need to put it in Facebook. You will be the judges, or everybody will be the judges. And at the end, we will say, okay, you pass, you can do it now. And that's it, okay? But I just want to talk about that we are working on this possibility. So now people can start to do money, and it's an easy program, okay? Cool. Beautiful. I don't know if someone doesn't have any questions about this. So the last topic was that you share what you are doing, but I think Gustavo, you already share and share what you have with the group. And I think, I don't know if Sandra, Simona, did you share as well?
No, we didn't, but we are doing more or less what Gustavo and Ana Paula are doing. And we recently started studying the little voice techniques. So besides giving a flip chart to do or talking about a particular subject, from every time they have to study one little voice technique per time.
And I think people like that, right? For the calls that I have been, I think people is loving that, and everything is okay, and they really like it. Yeah. Okay. So anything else, Mindy? I don't know if you want to share something. How you are going with the new ones? They are already done. They operate with the.
No, I had one call with the new guys on the portal, and I think we had a really good call. It was a lot of fun. Not everyone was there, but I recorded it. The energy was really good. I don't know. I'll talk with Sandra and Simona to see if they feel that I need to do another one, because the people who I did the call with are already in the group. There was no one that was truly new to the whole concept of the onboarding. It's just to get them on the same page, because they're already included in the next group. And I'm excited for new people. New people. So train the trainer is going to happen at the end.
No new people. Here Mindy's back.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You went on, Mindy.
I went on and everyone was frozen. All of a sudden, it's gone. So well, I'm glad you guys.
Okay, my dear.
Yeah. But I'm waiting for new people. I'm waiting for new people.
Yeah, we didn't have any new people, Mindy. The new were already on the call. They just had never been on the portal, because people, they already had we had sent the video one where we went through the portal ourselves, but they don't listen to it. So that's good that they came on the live one. That's great. And yeah, so, but at the moment, no new ones.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to TTT. TTT is at the end of August in Frankfurt, and that'll start the ball rolling a little bit. I don't know if there's going to be an MFP in Europe this year also, because we had some new people come in after that as well. So I'm looking forward.
Yes. And also, I know that Angie is on the big list, checking who is missing, that we still, that they was on the past in the certification, but for some reason they drop off the program, or they are not in the program anymore. So I know that Angie is checking, contact these people, getting back some people, and if we getting back some people, we will let you know, Mindy, and then you can start to contact them and start to rolling on. Okay. So yes, with the TTT for sure we will have people, and at the moment, well, we have some people from India, because it was a TTT, but just because the language and the time and everything, I think Bimal and Sudhir, they are taking care of them, and that's it. So really, we don't have right now like a newies, but yes, as soon as we have newies, Mindy will be in charge of the newies. Okay. Yeah. So beautiful. So I don't know if you want to talk something else, guys, if everything is okay. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So thank you very much. I just want to say thank you, Mindy. Thank you for taking this call on the last minute, because I was like very, very afraid. And thank you guys, also Simone and Sandro, to be always there. You are always participate, always, I mean, I really appreciate that. And also Ana Paula and Gustavo, I know that you have a huge team and you are doing amazing, amazing, amazing. And well, my brain, that is Angie, of course, always there as well. Thank you, my angel. Is my angel, my brain, my everything. She take care of everybody on Blair Singers, so thank you very much. And well, this is what I feel like saying. I start by myself, but Mindy, what do you feel like saying?
Thank you, Claudia. I feel like saying that I think it was a really good call, good to touch base, and I feel like we're moving forward. Someone said it. I don't remember which one of you said it, but this is going to be a big thing. This onboarding, I think it's Gustavo said it. It's a big thing. It's a big deal, and that you volunteered to do it and to lead this big project, I think is really super fantastic, and I'm happy to be part of that. And that's what I feel like saying. Simona, what do you feel like saying?
Thank you, Mindy. I feel like saying that at the end, by showing up every time and that by giving also them the example and always being there to answer if they have questions, they are learning step by step. And there are people are in different moments of their lives. And if they see some people getting it, they will be more curious of doing it also. I think it's, this is why we have to keep it going. Sorry, I saw Gustavo. and so, yeah, I just feel like saying we just need to keep going and doing, which is for the more people we join and the energy will raise while we go. So that's what I feel like saying. And Gustavo, what do you feel like saying?
Thank you, Simona. What I feel like saying is that I'm showered. I have a lot of things to do. And it was awesome to connect with you guys. I love you. And I was missing you. And again, Ana Paula and Mindy, well done for the mountain. That's what I feel like saying. Do we have someone else?
Ana Paula, Sandro, any?
Ana Paula, what do you feel like saying?
Thank you, Gustavo. What I feel like saying is that I am a bit lost this month after this time off, but as soon as I got back in Brazil, I will be on track with Andy to see everything and to fulfill the spreadsheet and get back with full energy, for sure. So thank you. That's what I feel like saying. Sandro, what do you feel like saying?
Thank you, Ana Paula. What I feel like saying is that it was a very productive discussion. I loved it. Now everything is very clear, at least for me. And going back to being always present, for me, it's just part of my routine that started many years ago in doing a lot of sports and by becoming a doctor in veterinary medicine. 52 exams is not a joke, and Simona knows that. And if you are not there, you'll never make it. So this is what I feel like saying. And Mindy, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah, I've spoken already. Angie and Claudia.
Angie.
Thank you, Sandro. What I feel like saying is, guys, this is a great call. This is what it's all about, to really empower you as leaders, and also at the same time give value to members of the tribe. So I'm really, really very, very happy that we're doing it. You know, it's a work in progress. We all want to really do a great job, and so this is why the great ideas that you each can bring and share together, that's really what makes this team and this mission that we're on really beautiful. And that's what I feel like saying. So thank you guys for your leadership, your contribution, and your willingness to serve. That's what I feel like saying. So Claudia, what do you feel like saying?
Well, I just feel like saying thank you, guys. Thank you for take this leadership, as well for Tadios and Bimao and Daniel, that I know that they are
Frozen again.
Frozen. But she's thanking you all. Lots of love. for your leadership, for your volunteering,
Yeah.
for your time, for your presence.
A lot
And for
of
your
cold love.
Now,
Ah,
yes, can
Claudia.
yes, can
Yes, you're back.
yeah, okay, I'm back. So I just want to show you guys the big mountains, okay?
Enjoy el camino, Claudia.
Yes, beautiful. So I just saying yes, that thank you for your time. Thank you. I mean, you are also my teachers, okay? I'm learning from you guys. Every time that I go into the call, I'm also watching you and I'm learning about you because I was in the same position as you, okay? So I just leading you, watching you leading them and learning from you, and all the time with these calls I'm also learning. So thank you guys, thank you for being patient, thank you for question, thank you for the team, thank you for add value, thank you for everything. So thank you for all your support. I really appreciate so much. Okay, and see you next time. See you in a couple of weeks, okay, or months and a half, and have fun. See you, some of you, I see you very often. So see you soon.
Okay, have a
That's what I
safe trip,
feel like saying.
Claudia.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Bye.
Ciao.
Love you
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.